Turns out 44% of Australians have friends with benefits. Streaming benefits, that is.
That's right. We've officially been dubbed the freeload nation. Many admitting they don't pay for their own subscriptions. But when does being savvy with your streaming start to get sneaky instead? When it comes to streaming our favourite shows and movies, Aussies have been sharing the love.
My cousin pays for it and I will buy her a beer once a month.
There'll be like 5 of us, so we all get all 5 streaming services between all 5 of us, but we've only got 1 subscription each.
A new report from Finder has revealed more than 2 in 5 Australians, or 8.5 million of us, don't pay for our own streaming services, freeloading off friends and family instead.
Well, I share with family, but I pay it, and then my sister leeches off me. I don't pay for it. I don't have plans to. Oh, my parents definitely pay for it.
And parents, this may not come as a surprise.
Gen Z, almost 3 in 4, 74%, say they're borrowing an account from someone else. Boomers, it's much less of an issue. More down in the 20% range. So it's definitely a young person's game.
It's no surprise people are using other people's Stan or Netflix accounts because it's a way of getting access to the content without paying. And in some cases, they're happy to do it even though they know their mates are paying the bill. They make it possible for us to have a profile for the kids, a profile for you, even a profile for your brother or your mother. So these services are built for this kind of sharing. It's just how far you take the sharing that is perhaps questionable.
So what do the streaming giants say? Well, it's not exactly clear. Looking at the fine print, Netflix says its service and content is for your personal and non-commercial use only and may not be shared with individuals beyond your household. Stan's terms and conditions are similar, saying you must keep your account details private and you must not share these details. And in 2019, when asked if Netflix plans to address password sharing, CFO Spencer Newman had this to say.
We continue to monitor it, so we're looking at the situation, and we'll see, again, those consumer-friendly ways to push on the edges of that. But I think, we've got no big plans to announce at this point in time in terms of doing something differently there.
I think if you're sharing your password with a bunch of mates and you're constantly having to log in and log out because you're conflicting on each other, so you're hitting the limits of the account, that's when you're starting to really think about maybe getting your own account. But broadly, if you're in the same household or in the same family, it's completely fine to share these accounts.
So how can you be savvy with your streaming without breaking the rules? You can pay $10.99 a month to watch Netflix on 1 screen at a time, $15.99 for 2 screens and $19.99 for 4. Stan charges $10 to watch 1 screen at a time, $14 for 3 screens and $19 for 4. And over on Disney Plus, well, you can watch 4 screens at a time with their monthly subscription for $8.99.
If you can set up a little exchange where with friends or family who buy one service, you buy the other, that can actually work out pretty well. And then, of course, there's loads of free content that's available on the big channels and some of the other ones like SBS and Ivy.
Gee, there you go.
Interesting. Everybody's doing it,
Everyone's
seems.
freeloading.
Yeah, it's a good way, though, if you can split it across several screens and, divvy up the cost between a few people.
The issue is, though, some people will get on your login, like my mum, and you start watching...
Hang on, she's on our login too.
Yeah, she's a freeloader. But she's watching all this semi kind of...
Good morning, Jenny Penny. I know you're watching too.
Sexual stuff, and it's just
What?
not... Well, I get blamed for it, but Mum's watching
Stop it.
Mum's watching it.
No, she's not.
I'm on to you, Mum. It's disgusting behaviour.